So I've got some news involving the X-Men. Now, as it turns out, I was looking today through all the news, and as I found out, I've got something that a lot of us X-Men fans who are, big fans of the X-Men in the 90s, big news. Marvel has announced that coming in March of 2012, they are going to be releasing an ongoing series, an X-Men ongoing series that's all based in the Age of Apocalypse universe. That's right, we're getting an Age of Apocalypse ongoing story. Not a mini-series, not a maxi-series, a full-on however many issues. This is awesome. I mean, this is supposed to spin out of Uncanny X-Men and X-Force. So, we've got a completely new universe where Archangel is the new Apocalypse. I learned that from I heard that from Takakon. He told me about that in X-Force. This is very cool. I mean, I'm really curious to see where Marvel would take this. Now, for those who don't know, Age of Apocalypse was basically a universe where it all started where Legion, Xavier's son, traveled back in time to see if he could kill Magneto and stop him from unleashing all the evil that he created. However, he accidentally kills his own dad and messes up the timeline where the X-Men were formed by Magneto and Apocalypse rules the world, and mutants are supreme. This had a lot of different stuff, like a heroic Sabretooth. This had an evil Cyclops. All kinds of awesome stuff. I think that I'm all for this idea of having an ongoing series because the Age of Apocalypse comics didn't last long. They were supposed to be meant to be like miniseries that were part of the comic book universe. I think they were all about 4 or 5, I think as long as 6 issues long. I believe. I only have Astonishing X-Men and Weapon X. Those are the only. It's really hard to find the Age of Apocalypse comics. Although I have heard, I have found out that they have it collected all in trade. So I'm looking to get enough money to get all that. So that would be cool. But yeah, I'm so curious to see where Marvel is going to take this Age of Apocalypse universe. It's so cool. I mean, like, I really enjoyed the Age of Apocalypse comics. It felt like how the Marvel anime should have been. Even at the artwork, it looks very manga-ish. And like I said, like I just said before, that's what the X-Men anime should have been about. Like the X-Men anime should have been about the Age of Apocalypse universe. So this might be cool. The artist, I can't remember who's writing. I think if I remember right, I could be wrong. I think Rick Remender's writing this, and Rick Remender is really getting up there in terms of writing. He's writing, soon to be Secret Avengers, X-Force, Venom. If I remember right, and it is Rick Remender, that's going to be awesome. That is going to be totally awesome. But the other thing is that the artist is going to be Humberto Ramos. You guys probably know him from. He did some work. He did a lot of artwork for Amazing Spider-Man during the story arc Big Time. So, I'm really excited. I'm wondering to see. The main focus is going to be on Age of Apocalypse universe, Jean Grey and Wolverine, as well as Magneto and Sabretooth. So those are going to be like the main characters. I'm wondering where they're going to take this of having Archangel, the new, basically the new Apocalypse and whatnot. I mean, there are so many places you can take, and this is not the. I should also mention that this is not the Age of Apocalypse universe that was back in the 90s. No, this is a whole nother Age of Apocalypse universe. So I'm really curious to see where they take this, because recently we saw this Age of Apocalypse universe in X-Force, and it's also going to have some tie-ins with Uncanny X-Men. So, I don't know, I mean, X-Men has been, since Schism, I've been really interested in X-Men after, the events of Schism. X-Men has really getting back up there again, in my opinion. Because I didn't read a lot of X-Men, until after Schism. I didn't read a lot of X-Men after Messiah Complex. And then Schism came out, and I wasn't too hyped for it. Then I finally read the first 2 issues of Schism. I was hooked. And everything that's been coming out has been nothing but awesome ideas. So, yeah. So just throwing this out here, you guys tell me, what do you think of of this upcoming Age of Apocalypse ongoing series? What do you want to see from it, and what characters you think they should focus on? But anyway, I'm out.